Hey guys, just wanted to share a quick video on what happens when you try to mine and game at the same time. Now I've got two GTX 1060 6GB models. They're both PALIT. One's a Super Jetstream and the other is a dual fan, like it's supposed to be slower, but they can run at the same speed. Um, this is a screenshot of the settings I mine with when I'm mining with both cards, and they hit 43 to 44 mH a second. And like you can see here, I'm using the Nicehash software with Dagger Ethminer going. So that's the algorithm, and you can see here the VDDC that they drop to the in millivolts, or I don't know the exact MV that they're running at when I lower the temp limit to try to keep them cool. And this is in a InWin 303 case, so they're sandwiched together pretty badly. There's like a centimeter, maybe less than a centimeter of space between them. But as you can see with the undervolt and the clock speeds that they mine at, it's mainly memory that takes a lot of load. So the core temps are between 59 and I've seen it go up to 63 C. So, and you can see the fan speeds here, they're pretty high. So yeah, this is what they run at when both are running together. Now, if I close this, you can see that I've got one card mining at the moment, which is on 22 mH. And you can see that's the second card, the white one. That's the dual fan running, mining, and the top card, the Super Jetstream, which is this left one, is running the game. I've got Player Unknown Battleground running, and this is the settings I'm running at. So the dual fan, it's mining at 743 MV, and you can see the core speed. And with the Super Jetstream, to actually keep temps down, like you wouldn't believe this, but gaming seems to heat up the core a lot more and use more power than mining does when you've optimized your cards for mining or you've optimized for gaming. And even with the temp and power limit right down and the core clock down to minus 400, you can see that the temp is still sitting on 65 degrees. So while the RAM might be getting a bit hotter on the right side, the overall temps, I think the heat isn't as bad overall when mining with both cards. So gaming apparently is a little bit more stressful when you're running two cards sandwiched together, or if you're running an SLI setup. I would actually think that gaming would be worse for your hardware. Apart from the fact that you mine, like miners that run 24/7 and they don't, undervolt, they run high overclocks, and there's a safe way to do it, and there's a max profit way where they don't care if their cards die early because they've already made enough profit to replace them, especially if they've got their return on investment. So anyway, you can see here, that's the Super Jetstream, this first card. That's the dual fan mining away on the second, and we'll see how Player Unknown Battlegrounds performs, and we'll see if the temp goes up when I actually get into a game, because I'm actually only sitting at the menu. So you can see here that I was actually just sitting at the menu screen, and that's the temp that this top one here, that's the temp that the GPU is sitting at on the top right on the MSI overlay that I've got running. So I'm going to hop into a game, and then I'll alt-tab out. We can look at the hash rate, see if it's dropped. It shouldn't, because I'm running the game just on the Super Jetstream, and the dual fan is separately mining. And mining uses very little CPU, so technically there should be no performance hit. The hash rate should remain about the same, apart from the fact I'm using internet bandwidth, and I've got a 50 Mbps plan. So we'll try, and this is also with the minus 400 on the core. So if the frame rate is a little bit lower, that's because I'm trying to control the temps. But ideally, if I was running an open bench setup, the temps would be a lot better, and I'd be able to max the core out and have it running at full boost. So hopefully I can upgrade to a bench later. But this is just a test to demonstrate how a game like Player Unknown can run while you're mining on another card. So I'll just go squad. and I won't talk while I'm trying to run the game because I've got I've got my share talk button the same as PUBG, so I'll just alt tab out and talk then. So the temp seems to have stabilized around 65. You can see it here, this little graph if I mouse over it. 65 looks about it. But when mining with both cards, it's actually sitting on about 62 to 60, 60 to 62. So the core temps are actually better. And the second card's hotter as well, probably because of the heat coming from the first card, because they're packed together pretty tight. And we'll see the hash rate. So normally it sits on 22, 21 to 22. Now that the game's running in the background, you can see it's pretty much the same. Squad of 2. Going to the bunker. It got me. Dalang. So yeah, as you can see, the game seems to be running alright. It's about 20 FPS lower than normal without the core, without the lower core clock. And you can see the hash rate still up it's gone back up to sitting on 22. So yeah, I just wanted to share that with everyone in case, because I was actually curious before I got my second card if I could mine and game at the same time, or if it would, you know, one would affect the other. And it seems it's a temp limitation. If you can get your temps down, if you've got an open frame case, or you've got really good cooling in your case, or space to keep your cards, you know, a couple slots apart, then you could probably run higher core, and your gaming card wouldn't be affected at all by the temperatures. But in a sandwich case, like in a small mid-tower case, there's going to be temp issues. So yeah, I hope you learned something, guys, and thanks for watching. See ya.